Hi, I'm Jim Ayers. I'm, I guess, here to talk about the Columbia Gardens and what I remember most about it. I guess one of my favorite things about the gardens was maybe something that people don't really think about was all the water and stuff in the creek that ran through there. The fountains that were bubbling all day long with ice cold water, and every once in a while we'd run up the top of the hill and a friend and I'd grab that forehead fountain at the top and spray the crowd. Of course, we didn't do the teenagers because they were too tough for us, so we'd run away then. But I remember one time we got in a water fight, and the gal that was, I guess sometimes they called her Mrs. Meanie, she was up there and she caught us and she put us on the bus. And we thought we were really clever kids. We rode the bus down to the bottom of the hill, and we got off the bus and then got back on the next free bus on the way up the hill. And she'd done this before because she was waiting for us when we got off the bus and we were sent home that time. But I really liked, I didn't always get in the water, but boy, that's one thing about Thursdays. There was kids everywhere in that water, and you really weren't supposed to have water fights, but it was really tempting. I really enjoyed that about it. Of course, the popcorn was fabulous. We, nickel a bag, and the bags were all greasy with butter, and they were brown bags, but they were almost transparent from all the butter on them. Whereas, the roller coaster was absolutely my favorite ride. And to this day, if I find a wooden roller coaster, I'm on it. I just love those things. I love the clank, clank, clank of the chain going up, and then as you go into the corners, you're kind of bouncing around and stuff. A lot better than like the new metal ones that just whip you around. And then we would ride in the airplanes, of course, and pretend like we were shooting the airplane down ahead of us, and go until we spent all our money, which on Thursdays, $1 would take you a long way. So, and then we'd play on the playground, the umbrellas. I like swinging on the umbrella swings. They're down at Stodden Park now, and took my kids down there and taught them how to fly on those things, and probably took them higher than I ever went on them. But that was great. It was just a great place to go. Nothing, it smelled, that smell of the cottonwood trees and stuff up there. It had a certain smell to it. I go to Washoe Park sometimes in Anaconda now, and it has that same smell and kind of the feel with the creek running through it and stuff, but on a much, much smaller scale than what the gardens was.